Welcome to your journey, get ready to fly.
Now that you have identified or brainstormed your strength and possible digital product idea, it's now time for us to get on to the next step. But before we do, I did like to share with you the principle of the game. And this is simply referring to the fact that if you want to get results, you need to possess the following skills in which I'm about to mention. Now, before I go ahead and do that, I did like to state that I'm going to be much more specific with handcraft entrepreneurs who are interested in turning their handcraft idea into a profitable business. So let's get started. The first skill you need to possess is strategic thinking. You need to identify and understand the market trends and the needs of your customers in order for you to be able to strategically think of how your idea is going to fit into the market trend and customer needs. For instance, if you choose to get into the tailoring business, you need to decide actually what section of tailoring you would like to get involved in. Is it the bespoke kind of tailoring or sewing uniforms for companies and schools or getting into branding and souvenir kind of sewing? You need to find out the market trend in that area of you know of interest and find out the needs of your customers. Once you know that, then you'll be able to fit in your solution to be able to be attracted to your target audience and make a difference, actually. All right. So the next one is problem solving skills. It's very important. You need to know how to develop solutions to production challenges. As handcraft people, it's very, very well known that one of the challenges, major challenges that handcraft men and women face is being able to identify quality materials and being able to identify quality materials and I beg your pardon, sustainable supply of these quality materials. It's kind of a tug of war, but however, there are people that find their way around it. So you have to solve that problem so that you can be consistent in your quality when you release your product. Okay, next up is time management. Time management, one of the things that handcraft men and women are known for is poor time management. For instance, as a teller, you need to know how to identify or prioritize your task in order to meet deadlines or work within the timeline or time frame you have given to your suppliers or your clients or your customers. So, for instance, tailors, most tailors, they just feel that they want to collect more projects from their customers in order to have more money. But no, if you are building a brand that is to solve a problem, give out solution to your customers, you need to be focused on how to achieve this within, a particular set of time. Don't forget, as a tailor, you are actually sewing clothes or projects in order to satisfy the needs of your customers. And that depends on the type of audience you have. If you're working with business class ladies, of course, you're solving the problem of them looking elegant at within a particular time. So if they want to attend a particular kind of event and they came to you and they expect that by this so time you've given to them, that cloth they've given to you or whatever it is they've given to you should be ready at the time. In fact, before the time. So it doesn't make any sense if you want to actually make a difference in the industry for you to take, a whole lot of projects when you know you cannot meet up with the deadline or work within the time frame you've promised your customers. So it's very important. Time management and other forms of business. If you tell your customers you're going to be open at a particular kind of time, and when they come that they don't find you and this is a consistent issue, before you know it, you would not have customers that are loyal to you. So that's that. Next up is leadership. In customer service, there's what we call inbound customers and outbound customers. Your inbound customers are your workers, and the way you treat them is going to affect or determine the way they're going to treat your outbound customers, who are your real customers, those ones that come from outside, who you are actually serving. So, if you do not know how to lead your team, if you don't know how to apply caring communications and all the strategies that is involved in leadership, then you would definitely experience failure with your processes in terms of your business processes and how it affects your customers or your business as a whole. Next off is empathy. You need to learn how to understand your customers' needs, their pain points, and learn how to give services or products that would resonate with them. See, if you fail in this area, then you cannot be successful in any other area, because you're actually there to solve a problem. And if you cannot empathize with your customers, then you've lost it. Because one thing you should pay attention to, or one thing you should know, is that nobody buys anything through logic. Majority of people, let me put it this way, majority of people are or make purchases based on emotions. Then they try to justify it logically once they have bought it. So if you cannot get into these people's emotions and deposit into their emotional bank account, I'm telling you, you've lost it. As a matter of fact, there is no other secret to business success that is as important as learning how to empathize with your customers. Any other secret can, fall on top of this, but this is the foundation. So if you are creating a product, you have to create a product or service that actually gives your customer an experience, an exceptional experience. If you're creating a product that you know that, okay, this product is quite expensive, but if they use my product, it can last them for, let's say, a month. So if the person is a salary earner, the person can actually budget and come back, but not give them something that within 2 months or I beg your pardon, 2 weeks is off. For instance, there is a soap, I think the soap, dishwashing soap we use, there are some of them that once you buy them and you use them, within a very short while, it doesn't even stay up to a month, it's finished. And there are some brands that are more particular about making it very thick, although it's quite expensive, but by the time you use it, it can serve you for a month, or a month, or more than a little bit more than a month. Now, that particular soap company, even though other people are producing soap, they have it in mind to ensure that their product meets the economical budget of their customers. I hope I've given you a fair idea of what I mean by empathize with your customers through your products and services. And the next stuff is my favorite, storytelling technique. Without storytelling technique, you can never stand out from the competitors that flood the market. Storytelling techniques help you connect on an emotional level with your customers. You have to learn how to communicate, creatively communicate your why you started the business and your goal for entering into this business. People love to hear stories, and it will resonate with your customers. Don't forget, you're not called to serve everybody. So you have a target audience. Those who are your target audience, in whom you've identified their problem, will be able to relate. So, with these principles in mind, let's get on to the next step. All right, so now that you have identified or brainstormed on your and found your strength and your possible digital product idea, the next thing you need to do or you should do is to validate your idea. You need to find out if there is a need for this and if there is success with this idea. And the best way for you to do that is to check up with your competitors, both the successful ones and the mediocres. You need to find out what they are doing well and what they're not doing well in order for you to know how to offer something better or unique that will fit into the perfect need for your customers. Next up is for you to learn the following principles for growth, which is your personal branding messaging and your style of presentation. You need to learn how to build consistent content creation strategy that will begin to let people know you, like you, and trust you, which is KLT factor. Yeah, your KLT factor, you need to build it through strategic content creation. And the fastest way to do this is to build your KLT factor around your core values for your business. Your content creation strategy is going to position you as an authority in your field. And the best way to do this is to learn the questions that your customers are asking that showcases or exposes their pain points and the possible solutions they are looking for. So you have to do that research. And that is what should be the characteristics of your content creation. So I'm sharing tips on how to be successful. If you follow these principles, there is no way that you will not see success in the long run. And here's a spoiler alert. Gang, 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 gang. Well, you need to be consistent with this for at least a period of 90 days. Yes, I'm one coach that will tell you the truth. Most coaches will not let you know this offhand. They will present to you the glamorous results that you stand to get without actually educating you on the process you need to go through. This is what you need to go through. If you follow these principles I am lining out for you, you will definitely see results if you can be consistent and creative, applying those skills, strategic thinking, problem solving, and all of that, applying it for a period of at least 90 days. You should begin to see engagement. It might not be so much, but you should begin to see engagement on your progress. Then you'll be able to take the next step to scale that up, which tells you that there are people who are interested in your solution. Money chases value, and value comes with some form of sacrifice. All right, now that we are done with the naked truth, let's move on to the good part that only comes after you've paid your dues with being consistent with these things I just mentioned.